One of the most talked about exhibits here at Wheels Through Time is our Homemade America exhibit. Welcome back to the Drive for History. This week we're focusing on American ingenuity. Our Homemade America exhibit here at the museum is littered with machines that were made and modified to make life a little more easy or a little bit more fun. So you've got moto tillers powered by Harley-Davidson engines, an actual ice saw used for harvesting ice based on a 1915 Harley-Davidson, cycle cars, even the world's first jet ski powered by a Harley-Davidson JD engine. So as you can imagine, necessity was the mother of invention. So anything that these guys could do with old-time Harley-Davidson worn-out motorcycles to incorporate into everyday life, make things a little bit easier or a little bit more fun, it's right here in the Homemade America exhibit. Today we're highlighting the Davis Motor Mine Cart. Ultra cool machine found in Northern California. The Davis Motor Mine was actually a gold mine in operation, I believe, until the 1960s in Sierra County, California. So this machine, based off a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. As you can see, it's still got the gas tank here, but the deeper you look, really the more you see. Now this is not a bike, it's actually the mining cart is actually based off of the B-model Harley-Davidson. B-model Harley was a 350cc flathead with a 3-speed transmission, debuted in 1926. It was their first real flathead single-cylinder motorcycle. So this machine started life as a complete motorcycle, and the builder of this, assumingly somebody who either ran or worked at the Davis Motor Mine, harvested as many pieces from the motorcycle as they could and built up this four-wheel drive mining cart to pull carts out of the mines there. So this machine, it runs and rides absolutely flawlessly. We still get it out rarely and run it around the parking lot. Incredibly original condition and a survivor that you just wouldn't expect to find at the bottom of a gold mine. So the machine, we're going to be firing it up for you here real shortly. I wanted to talk about some of the features. Of course, you see that Harley-Davidson pea-shooter style single-cylinder gas tank, but the deeper you look, again, the more you see. The whole center of the frame section of this bike has been dropped right into this mining cart. So what you can see is the original necks right here. They took the fork, the front wheel, and the front fender off, removed it. Who knows where that's sitting today. Actually cut the rear section of the bike off also, but left the transmission perch. So the whole thing kind of sits down, and it's the original primary driveline from the pea-shooter, or from the 350cc B model. Really neat setup. It's still got the original Schebler carburetor, original coil, just remarkable survivor. And now you can see there's quite a bit going on back here. This machine actually has two different transmissions. You've got your standard tank shift up here that operates the Harley-Davidson transmission, standard 3-speed crash box right here. And then you also have some sort of automotive transmission in the back. This machine actually has 9 forward speeds and 3 reverses, if you can believe that. So it actually, top gear, probably run 25, 30, 35 miles per hour. It actually goes pretty good. So a lot more of the motorcycle's actually been harvested. You see it's still got one of the original floorboards right here. When you look at the hand controls, now you've got spark advance here, and you've got throttle right here. These are actually the original Harley-Davidson handlebars that have been cut, flipped up, modified, welded on to the down tube there, or the seat post tube. And then they've had these little extension posts to be able to work them a little bit easier. But exactly the same Harley-Davidson spirals and handlebar setup that they used really from, 1911, 12, all the way through maybe the 1960s. So really neat setup. Over on the dashboard over here, now we spent a little bit of time today kind of gearing things back up and getting a few things working that hadn't worked. This setup has got headlight, tail light, it's got a dash light. It even has a cooling fan. If you check this out, the cooling fan, designed to keep the motor cool, runs off a 6-volt battery. Really amazing piece of work. A little bit of rewiring today, got all that in order. So we're gonna fire this thing up here real shortly. Now again, 350cc single cylinder flathead, didn't have to be powerful, really. With 2 transmissions, you can really take advantage of the gearing, and there's really no telling what this thing would pull. So we're gonna get it fired up and make sure the headlights are working. We got headlight, We got a tail light back here working also, and believe it or not, the dash light even works. Really neat setup that that dash light works. So we're going to be firing this thing up, and again, electric start. It's got the kicker here. Can't kick it because it's got this whole secondary chain set up. So believe it or not, there's a starter from like a Model A off the floor, and this thing ought to fire up and go. So we're going to turn the gas on. Neat story on this. This was actually found in the abandoned gold mine there in Northern California. My dad got this bike got the cart in the 1990s, probably the late 1990s, on a random phone call. Got a few pictures in the mail. Of course, this is all before email and internet and sending pictures on your phone. So got a random phone call. Next step, a couple photos in the mail. I actually bought the machine, sight unseen, and it was delivered to a good pal of ours in Arroyo Grande, California, that restores all sorts of early motorcycles. He held on to it for about a year before my dad was able to get out there and pick it up. So little bit of elbow grease, new Model A sized battery up front, and they had the bike running, or the cart running, in relatively short order. So we're going to get this thing going, and hopefully she runs like she used to. So we've got the choke right here, closing down the throat of the carburetor. And again, electric start here. Spark advance, what we'll do is we'll retard that spark just a little bit, and throttle's right here. We should be ready to go. Oop, popped it over. So you've got a brake right here, right? Just rubs on the wheel. Clutch, it's a hand clutch setup. And again, you got your two shifters. So you've got 3 speeds up top, and then you got 3 speeds out of the automatic, or the automobile transmission in the back. Standard coil, standard Harley-Davidson generator. The whole driveline, again, it's original Harley-Davidson driveline. So this thing is as close to a motorcycle as you can make it, and just operates unbelievably well. Doesn't miss a beat. It'll sit here and idle all day long, and it's just one of our favorites here at the museum. Commonly asked about amongst visitors, and it's always great to get the battery back in this thing, add a little bit of gas and oil, and fire it up again. So headlights are still burning bright. I just love this thing. Motor Mine Cart right here at Wheels Through Time. This week, we're highlighting homemade America. We're going to be firing up the one-of-a-kind 1940 Indian 4-cylinder belly tank race car found right there on American Pickers. Our rare 1929 Harley-Davidson JDH 2-cam race car. We're going to be firing the Motor Mine Cart up one more time and telling you guys all about all of the homemade stuff right up here at the Homemade America exhibit. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you all are enjoying what you see, make sure you log on to driveforhistory.com, make a contribution today, and help fuel us, the museum that runs. Thanks for everything we do, and we'll see you tomorrow.